Welcome to the University of Louisiana at Lafayette's Office of Disability Services informational video for instructors and staff. This video will explain the process that students go through in order to apply and receive academic accommodations through the Office of Disability Services. We hope that this will answer any questions that you may have and help you with advising your students. In order for students to be eligible for academic accommodations through the Office of Disability Services, they must have a documented disability. Students' disabilities typically are grouped within the following categories: physical, emotional or psychological, learning, ADD or ADHD, Asperger's syndrome, or other related autism spectrum disorders. The Americans with Disabilities Act defines a person with a disability as a person who has a physical or mental impairment that substantially limits one or more major life activities, who has a record of the disability, or who is regarded as having a disability. If the student does not fit into one of these categories, but still believes they are eligible, have them email or call the Office of Disability Services at ods@louisiana.edu or 337-482-5252. To apply for services through our online portal, students will log into their ULink account using their UL credentials. They will then click on the Academics tab. Near the bottom of the page, there's a box for the Office of Disability Services. Students will click on Request Accommodations. This will redirect them to our online AIM portal, when they'll see this screen. It gives them the steps on how to register using the application and important information to consider before applying for accommodations through the Office of Disability Services. On the same screen, they will begin to fill out the application with important information. We request that they fill out the application using as much detail as possible in order for our office to quickly and efficiently process their application. Once they have completed the application with as much detail as possible, they will click at the bottom of the screen, Submit Application. From there, they should get an application submitted, successful submission of request, notification on the main page. Then they will need to upload their documentation in order to receive accommodations through ODS. This page will give them directions on the proper documentation and documentation format. They should upload the file from their computer and upload the document to the portal. If they choose to upload documentation later, their application will not be processed until we receive all of their documentation. Please remind students to send a PDF or Word file and not a JPEG or picture file. Here's an example of the documentation criteria, as well as a template students can use. This sample can be found on our university website, disability.louisiana.edu. Next, if approved, the student will receive an email with instructions on how to schedule an academic accommodation meeting. All emails will go to their university email account, typically within 7 business days upon receipt of their documentation. If they are not approved, the email will provide instructions for how to provide sufficient documentation. They will then schedule and attend their academic accommodation meeting. At this meeting, the student will discuss their submitted application, barriers they have experienced in the academic setting, academic accommodations that provide them equal access, and how to set up those accommodations. They will not be officially registered with ODS until after they have completed this academic accommodation meeting. Please direct any other questions to the Office of Disability Services located in Agnes Edwards Hall, room 126. Our phone number is 337-482-5252, or you can email us at ods@louisiana.edu. We look forward to hearing from you and working with you, and we hope that you have an amazing school year.